Cooking's all examples. Charlie Trotter used to say, cooking's like jazz, you know, and jazz musicians improvise, so do cooks. This one we're gonna do is seared foie gras. It's brand new at the restaurant. It'll probably be changing soon, now that spring is here, finally. This is the foie gras. What we're gonna do, we'll season it a little bit, a little salt, a little pepper on there. Foie gras, it's fattened duck liver. In the U.S., we just call it foie gras. In France, they get mad if you call it foie gras because it's not from a goose. This comes from a duck, so they make you say foie gras de canard. So it's just, they're picky French people, you know. That's okay. We have a couple of those around town here too, but we won't talk about them right now. The foie we do with some carrots. This is a little carrot puree. We cook it down with honey and sherry vinegar. We get this excellent white honey from Canada. It's unboiled. It's got a nice layer of wax, beeswax on top, and it's fantastic. It's one of the best ingredients we've found lately. These are some Thumbelina carrots. They're a lot more short and squat than the regular carrots you're used to seeing. They got a great carrot flavor. They're pre-glazed. When we glaze things at the restaurant, we glaze them in a little water, a little olive oil, and a little butter. In this instance, the butter will melt into it, and it'll kind of be, it's kind of like making carrot beurre. So it just means melted butter. Here comes the foie. So the foie, this is the scary part at home, okay? All you gotta do, it makes a lot of smoke. And that's because you wanna make sure your pan is very hot, because this is like 60, I don't know, I'm guessing, but it's like 60% fat. I don't think that's true. So just open a window, turn your vent on, you'll be okay. So the best way to do it, put it in a hot pan, one side down. What you might want to do at home is get all your sauces hot, get your carrots glazed, set them off to the side, keep them in a warm spot, cook the foie, because the foie gras only takes a couple minutes. It's thin. You don't ever want to eat a whole lot of it just because it's so rich. So this is a nice sear on the foie gras on the one side. I do that on the stovetop. I'll flip it over. You can cook it all the way on the stovetop, but I like to finish it in the oven. And these are the cumin biscuits. They're just a regular biscuit recipe. Butter, buttermilk, flour, cumin. We put some parsley in there. It's great. Season it with some salt. Let me show you this cool trick. Okay, this is something that'll impress your friends. You can make the little fancy swoosh. So what we do, you put like a pool on one side of the plate, and then you take your spoon and you just drag it through. Okay, there you got. Look at that. Your friends will think you're amazing for doing that. This green sauce here is a little bit of tarragon pudding. This is a thickened tarragon water, basically. There, you take the tarragon, put it, blanch it, blend it, and then you add a little bit of simple syrup just to bring a little bit of sweetness, and some ice water. Strain it, and then you thicken it with a modified tapioca starch. It's called Ultratex. Let me grab the biscuits. I like to put one and a half just kind of underneath the foie gras. So the foie is done. It'll still feel a little bit firm in the middle, but it'll have a nice little spring to it. That goes on top of there. Couple other biscuits around. Another thing we have is we have these some fried carrot strings that we toss with a little bit of dried tarragon. You always want to season your foie gras. We always season it with a little bit of Maldon. You can use any kind of flaked sea salt. But this is our take on the foie gras right now.